Hello, hello.
Hello. I am Mrs. Robis and I have a scheduled appointment with you.
Come on in.
To get more information.
Come in, please. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, Ms. Robinson, I'm Paul Malmstrom.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. If you don't mind, we can dispense with the formalities. Feel free to call me Paul.
You feel free to call me Anna.
Okay, please have a seat if you would.
Thank you.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you made contact with us originally, and I believe your interest was, it was you and your brother, correct?
Right, that's correct.
And the interest was with regard toward your mother and father, am I correct?
Correct. This is, well, me and my brother would like to see our parents moved from our family home, which they actually love to be, but we are concerned now about situation in the community where is located our home. So, you know, situation like with crime rising and tax base is going down. So, most new owners doesn't take care of the properties like they used to. So we just wish to take the best from their investment, but we have to do fast as possible to make sure that they have the best from their investment.
Can I offer you a water, ma'am?
Yes,
Do you mind?
thank you.
Okay, here, let me. I'm a person who consumes, let me here. I tend to drink a lot of water myself, so I am always drinking water, and I feel rude if I don't offer you something.
Thank you.
So if I understand correctly, you and your brother feel that the way things are now, that your parents' property value is decreasing, correct?
That's correct.
And that the neighborhood is becoming more and more dangerous.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
if I can be so bold as to ask, how is their health?
Well, they're still in very good health. I mean, their medical needs are very low. They don't like to move from their place, and especially they don't like to go to any nursing community or nursing home.
Sure.
So that is the problem. There is couple concerns what they have, like the moving out,
Sure,
and
sure.
why they don't want to move from their home.
Sure, I can understand that. I totally understand exactly what you're saying. Have you spoken with your mother and father about this at all?
Well, we was having some conversation since you gave me already some information, and we had couple telephone calls. So we do had some initial conversation, me and my brother and the parents, but I still need more to can be able to give them more information about your retirement community, our family.
Yeah. Please don't misunderstand me. I don't want to be rude. I appreciate the initiative that you and your brother are taking, and I have been in your same situation before. And one of the goals with our company, at our family, is to kind of meet the exact needs you're referring to. Sometimes with parents, as you're kind of running into right now, it's a very difficult transition because when they're leaving what is the home that they worked very hard to build up
That's
and
right.
build, they feel as if they're giving up some freedoms for some reason.
That's right.
And so that's a very difficult transition. Even though you and I, as children of these people, know that our interest is in their protection and looking out for their welfare. but they oftentimes don't see it quite that way. And so I totally understand
That's right,
the
yes.
position that you and your brother are at. The one thing is that in order to get your parents on board, for lack of a better word, it needs to be something that comes from them, not something that it's not like selling them a new car, should I say. It's,
Right.
you understand
But
what I
they
mean?
have to eventually make their decision.
Correct, ma'am, correct, totally correct. Can I ask about their needs and their wants? What kinds of things, where do their interests lie? What do they, in terms of like even now within the
Yeah,
community?
that's the situation with their concerns, how I can
Correct.
say. So, well, my dad, he likes to putter around with his woodworking
Mhm.
tools, and I really wouldn't like to see him that he's not able to do that
Sure,
anymore.
sure.
So, in your community, I wish to know more about that.
Okay, okay, and how about your mom?
And the mom, well, you sent me some initial information about exercise group that you have,
Sure.
about knitting and crochet, and there is some, as I remember, traditional sewing group too.
Correct.
Well, she loved to do all that stuff. And playing some bridge every time here and there, that would be perfect for her. I mean, life cannot get better. She would really love to do that, and she loved to do all that stuff that you
Okay,
have.
so your parents are actually fairly social people then?
They're very social people, so
Okay.
they really enjoy to do different stuff. Actually, to be able to enjoy to do stuff that they're already enjoying to do.
Okay. They enjoy interacting with people in their peer group, people of their age, in their age group and so
Yes,
forth?
they do love to
Okay.
interact in their age group.
Okay. Well, the one thing that I can say to you, and that I would say to your mother and father if they were sitting here, is I guess we as staff and the one thing, and this is throughout all of the, let me backtrack just a bit. Our family, we're speaking about our family retirement community right now.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, our family falls under a large group called Our Family Service Corporation, okay?
Yes.
Which encompasses quite a few different things. And one of the things underneath all of that is that the so-called dirty word, for lack of a better expression, is nursing home. That's something that the founder of our business, basically one of the reasons why this business was originally founded was because his parents didn't want anything to do with nursing homes. And he didn't want his parents involved in a nursing home because he felt that there's an expression and there's a lot of what are called negative connotations that go along with nursing homes.
That's right.
Seeing people in wheelchairs parked in hallways and people who lots of times are, not taken care of and they are incontinent and they're sitting around and it's just something that we as children and I think that we as American citizens and just we as people would never want for our parents, okay?
No.
And it's something that I would be extremely ashamed of,
No,
okay?
correct.
And so that was where that came from, that philosophy or that thinking that this is a word we never use. We never use it with our clients, our residents, however you want to refer to it. So the word nursing home is just not in our vocabulary. Now, what happened was, and I won't bore you with this, but when he established the retirement communities, he wanted to make this so that people could stay here and not have to like move again. All right?
That's right, so that would be really convenient, and that's really what my parents love to be there, that
Oh.
kind of place.
Okay, so the goal is that everything that we have here, excuse me for a moment, it falls under one umbrella, okay? And we have healthcare, nurses that can come in, we have nurses aides that can come in, we have people who can come in to help with whatever it may be. If your mom needs somebody to come in and help her do her hair, if she needs somebody to come in and help her do her nails, if
Yeah,
she
that's
needs...
the one thing that I want to ask you about. My father, I remember now that he just used to change, for example, oil in all our family vehicles, and he was enjoying to give the car the hand wash. So that makes me so glad that in your facilities he can be able to still do that,
Sure.
all that what he was loved to do all the time.
Sure. The whole point is that one of the things is that where a lot of people go wrong is taking things away from people as they get older is one of the biggest mistakes.
That's right.
And the goal is to keep people active, okay? And to keep people more active and more socially interactive, okay? And so that's why we have a lot of planned activities, we have group activities, we have people who do things socially and plan social things for our folks.
That's
And,
right.
and that's the whole point. And it doesn't matter at what stage of their health they're at, and that's exactly right. And
That is really convenient and really what everybody, especially my parents, looking for.
well, that's interesting. And it sounds like those are all needs that we could meet. And one of the things is as a man who's carrying probably a couple extra pounds that I can vouch for, at our facilities we have probably some of the best food around. We have several James Beard award-winning chefs at our facilities.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and it is, and it's very good. And as I asked you before, I said that I would welcome taking you on a tour, and I invited you if you would share a meal with me. The food is absolutely phenomenal, and it's not just a once in a while thing. It's on a regular basis. We have several different dining rooms. Our meals are available in the dining rooms. They're available where they can be brought to the home for our people. They're available where we have somebody who will come up and help prepare a meal
Right.
with our residents.
So this is different options, what is available.
Of course. And if let's say you guys just want to have a family get together and you want to
Right.
use a small room for a
Right.
family get together,
That's
you
right.
have that option as well. And so there's just loads and loads of things. And the one other thing is that, you hear about a lot of different places and it's like there's a charge for this and a charge for that and a charge for this and a charge for that. You know what? We're not running a business here whereby we're looking to take and add on tons and tons of charges for every little thing. That's not how it works.
That's very that's very good. That actually is very convenient for all of us.
Right.
And I wanted to ask you, can you tell me something more about your emergency medical care and staffing? Because it's not now important, but eventually it's going to be important for my parents too.
That's an extremely valid question. In terms of emergency medical care and staffing, we have 24 hours, 7 day a week on staff, registered nurses, okay? And we have house physicians, okay, who are with multiple different, nowadays, as you know, we're in this whole HMO thing, who are with multiple different groups, okay, who are able to provide medical care under any of the insurances that are out there. So basically, they can do house calls. So there's people here at all times that can answer emergencies.
So they would actually feel secure and comfortable in the same place where they live.
Correct. If your parents had an issue, your parents have they have devices they can wear on their person.